Hey guys, so yesterday or last time, could have been last week, I don't even know. We learned about translations, so we're going to do a quick thing on that. So I want you to take a look at this. Here's the second shape. Here's C prime, A prime, B prime. This is our image. Okay. Now, what is the rule? So this is going to be a translation of how far and how far. So I want you guys to figure it out. Those of you who said right one, you're doing good. How far down did it go? You're right, it is 8. Some of you may have noticed this is the same question that was the end of last time. Yeah, that's a thing. All right, so there's our translation. Good job, us. Woo! Yay! All right, so today what we're going to be focusing on is reflections. No longer translations. Reflections are just going to be like looking in a mirror. So here's an example of reflection. The capital R means reflect, and this is telling you what line to reflect across. So in this case, it told us to reflect across the y-axis. So here's our y-axis right here. So that means that we want C to C to be the exact same distance from the left as it is to the right. So this is 1, 2 away. So this needs to be 1, 2 away. Perfect. Okay, and it might get more complicated as we go. But if you notice, the only thing that changes from here to here when we reflect across the y-axis is all the x's. All the y's stay exactly the same because we just stayed at the same height. Our x, or our traveled value, our side-to-side value, moved exactly the opposite place on the other side, which makes sense. That creates a reflection. Okay, so right here, we're going to practice. All right, let's say we've got a point at -3, 4. So I'm going to go to -3, +4, make a point. And it wants me to reflect across the x-axis. And I'm going to make my thing a little thicker. So I'm going to draw my reflection across the x-axis. So right now, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 above the x-axis. So now I want to be 4 below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my new point. This will be C prime. So this was C, that's C prime because we made the change to it. And C prime is at the point -3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. Okay. I want you to try on this one now. But notice this time it says x equals -3. So you're going to go to -3 on your x values, put a dot, and draw a line so it never goes through your y-axis. Like that. So x equals will always be straight up and down. It's because x's are squished. Okay. Now we want to reflect over that line. So first we need to find C. So we're going to go to -3, +4. 1, 2. Oh, this is going to cause a problem. Change this so it's at -4, 4. Even on your paper, change it so it's at -4, 4. So we're at -4 up 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to reflect across this line. So we're going to go, it's 1 away, and then 1 away. Perfect. You guys are amazing. So this was C. This is C prime. Okay, so then C prime is the point -2, +4. Because now we're only 1 away in the other direction from that line. Okay, let's try this. So this one wants a reflection of the x-axis. So the x-axis is this one. And then let's plot our points. So we're going to go to -5, +7. This is A. -3, +3. This is B. And then -7, +3. This is C. So here's our original triangle. And we're going to reflect it over that. So right now, C is 3 above this line. So we want to go 3 below the line. A is 7 above the line. So we're going to go 7 below the line. And B is 3 above the line. So we're going to go 3 above the line. So now this is C prime, B prime, A prime. If you look, now it looks like a mirror was stuck right there. If we actually folded our paper in half right on that line, they should fold on top of each other. All right. So then A prime is now at the point -5, -7. B prime is now at the point -3, -3. And C prime is now at the point -7, -3. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's see what happens when we do it across a line like y equals x. So y equals x is actually this line right here. It's the perfect diagonal across there. So let's look at our triangle. So right now we're at -5, +7. This is A. B is at -3, +3. And C is at -7, +3. So here's my triangle ABC. And we want to reflect it across this line right here. So the interesting thing is right now, A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the line. So if I want to reflect it, I'm actually going to go over 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my new A. B is up 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2, 3. So that makes it easy. We go over 3, down 3. Here's B. So there's A prime, B prime. And then C is up 3 and over 7. So now we're going to go down 7 over 3. So it looks something like this. How you guys feeling about that? We literally took the slope and flipped it over. So instead of going, we went down what originally we went up. We went down originally what we went over. And then we went over originally what we went up. We literally flipped the whole thing over. And now if you look, this is 1, 2, 3 diagonals away. This is 1, 2, 3 diagonals away. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diagonals away. It is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diagonals away. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 diagonals away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so everything is the same distance away from the line, just on the other side. Okay, let's try this one. Notice that it says x equals -2, so that means you're going to go to the -2 on the x and draw your line so it never crosses the y-axis. If it was y equals something, you'd go to wherever it was on your y and then draw a line. It'd be very exciting. Okay, so we're going to go to -5, +7. And then we're going to go to -3, +3. C is going to be at -7, +3. So here's B, here's C. And I want you to try this one if you haven't yet tried one on your own. I just realized I forgot to do these, so you can go work on that last one while I do this. So then A is at 6, -5. No. 7, -5. B is at 3, -3. C is at 3, -7. Okay, cool. All right. So on this one, we're now going to take the B and we're going to go exactly the same distance across. So now here's B prime. I'm going to take the A. It's 1, 2, 3 away. So 1, 2, 3 away. Here's my new, oh, I went 4 away. Here's my new A. And then C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. Here's C. Here is my new triangle. So A is now at 1, 7. B is now at -1, 3. And C is at 3, 3. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's see what happens here. So now we're going to look at the y equals negative x. So remember how that was the perfect, y equals x was the perfect diagonal going from the bottom left to the upper right? This is exactly the opposite. It's going to be from the upper left to the lower right, but still the perfect diagonal. So there's my line of reflection. We're going to reflect over that line. All right. So we're going to take our point 2, 2. So we're going to go over 2, up 2. Here's our point C. Now we're going to reflect over that line. Now, if you look, this is 2 diagonals away. So we're going to go 2 diagonals away. Here's C prime. So C prime is at the point -2, -2. Interesting. All right, let's try another point just because I don't like that. Let's try the point 4, 5. So we're going to call this point D. So D is the point 4, 5. Just go ahead and add it to the same thing over there on your notes. Okay, and then I want you to reflect it over. So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half diagonal away. So then we're going to do a half diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where D should be. So D prime. So if you look for this, we were originally down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this time we are over 1, 2, 3, 4. And down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that kind of cool? If I had actually done it right the first time. And this is now 4 and a little bit away. And it's in the same relation to C. All sorts of beautiful stuff. So then D prime is now at -4, -5. So if you look, we just kept the x and y values exactly the same, but we just switched the signs on both. That's kind of cool. All right, let's look at this. So we're going to take our line TP, which is on your paper. T is at the point -4, -1, and P is at the point -1, -5. So let's look at this. So we're at -4, -1. So here's T, and then P is going to be at -1, -5. So here's P. So here's my original line TP, and it wants me to reflect over the y-axis. Well, this is the y-axis, so I'm going to reflect over that. So originally, P is only 1 away, so now we're going to put it only 1 away. So here's P prime. T is only 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Here's T prime. Isn't that beautiful? So there's my new one. So now T prime is at the point 4, -1, and P prime is at the point -1, -4, -5. Because it's still 5 below 0. All right, I want you guys to try this one out. So this time we're at y equals -3, so you're going to go to y equals -3, put a point, and then you're going to draw a line going across. And then right here we're going to do, so T is originally at -4, -1. If you notice, this is the exact same TP. And then P is at -1, -5. Now we're going to reflect it over a line that goes through the shape. So originally T is 2 above the line, so we're going to go 2 below the line. Here is now the new T prime. P is 2 below the line, so let's go 2 above the line. Here's P prime now. So now I'm going to write it here. T prime is at the point -4, -5. And P prime is at the point -1, -1. And we just flipped over that line. That's kind of interesting. All right. Do you have any questions on reflections? If you do, that's okay. Please ask them in the comments. I love you all.